कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपीजन वल्लभा
यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya. Nittai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nittai Gaur Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nittai Gaur Hari Bol. युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, शील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके। Reading from Canto 4, Chapter 26. King Puranjana goes to the forest to hunt and his queen becomes angry. Text 16. क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मजन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
या माम् उद्धरते प्रज्ञां
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
या माम् उद्धरते प्रज्ञां
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
या माम् उद्धरते प्रज्ञां
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
व्यज्यन्तं व्यसनानवे
या मामुद्धरते
या माम् उद्धरते
प्रज्ञां
प्रज्ञां
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
व्यज्यन्तं व्यसनानवे
या माम् उद्धरते प्रज्ञां
या माम् उद्धरते प्रज्ञां
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
मज्जन्तं व्यसनानवे
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
या माम् उद्धरते
प्रज्ञां दीपयन्ति पदे पदे दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
या मामुद्धरते प्रज्ञां
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
दीपयन्ति पदे पदे
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना
क्वा वर्तते सा ललना मज्जन्तं व्यसनार्णवे या माम् उद्धरते प्रज्ञां दीपयन्ति पदे पदे Word to word meaning Kwa where Vartate is now staying Sa she Lalana woman Majjantam while drowning Vyasanarnave in the ocean of danger Ya who Mam me Uddharate delivers Prajnam good intelligence Deepayanti enlightening Pade Pade in every step. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Kindly let me know the whereabouts of that beautiful woman who always saves me when I am drowning in the ocean of danger. By giving me good intelligence at every step, she always saves me. Purport. There is no difference between a good wife and a good intelligence. One who possesses good intelligence can deliberate properly and save himself from many dangerous conditions. In material existence, there is danger at every step. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter, verse 58, It is said, Padam Padam Yad Vipatam Na Tesham. This material world is not actually a place of residence for an intelligent person or a devotee, because here there is a danger at every step. Vaikuntha is the real home for the devotees, for there is no anxiety and no danger. Good intelligence means becoming Krishna conscious. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, Krishne ye bhaje sa bada chatur. Unless one is Krishna conscious, he cannot be called as an intelligent person. Herein we see that King Puranjana was searching after his good wife, who always helped him out of the dangerous situations that always occur in material existence. As already explained, a real wife is Dharmapatni, that is, a woman accepted in marriage by ritualistic ceremony is called Dharmapatni, which signifies that she is accepted in terms of religious principles. Children born of Dharmapatni or a woman married according to religious principles.
Children born of Dharmapatni inherit the property.
Here it is not there. Children born of Dharmapatni or a woman married according to the religious principles inherit the property of the father, but children born of a woman who is not properly married do not inherit the father's property. The word Dharmapatni also refers to a chaste wife. A chaste wife is one who never had any connection with men before her marriage. Once a woman is given the freedom to mingle with all kinds of men in her youth, it is very difficult for her to keep chaste. She generally cannot remain chaste. When butter is brought into the proximity of fire, it melts. The woman is like fire and the man is like the butter. But if one gets a chaste wife accepted through a religious marriage ritual, she can be of a good help when one is threatened by the many dangerous situations of life. Actually, such a wife can become the source of all good intelligence. With such a good wife, the family's engagement in the devotional service of the Lord actually makes a home, a grahastha ashram or householder dedicated to spiritual cultivation. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashilakaya Chakshuram Militam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamavyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamulam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Brascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Translation. Kindly let me know the whereabouts of that beautiful woman who always saves me when I am drowning in the ocean of danger. By giving me good intelligence at every step, she always saves me. So here we are discussing about King Puranjana's going to the forest to the hunt, and the queen becomes angry. Chapter 26, where we have seen like Puranjana goes to the forest out of disagreeing with the queen not to go out, but still he goes out of his own desire to have sense gratification, and he goes out for hunting for both for women and for as well as animals, and finally he hunts so many innocent animals, and after having not fulfilled his desires, out of frustration he comes to back to the home. And as when he comes back to his place, then he takes his dinner, and then he inquires about with the maid servants where is his good wife. So that's what this sloka talks about, like he was asking for a good wife, where out of his frustration he wanted to take some advice from his wife. And here Prabhupada says in the purport, like there is no difference between a good wife and a good intelligence. If someone having a wife who is very much favorable in Krishna consciousness, then listening to that wife is it's recommended to listen from her also. And we have seen in a family, like where wife and husband generally husband, they go out and earn money and get that money to the home, and whereas in the home wife is like taking care in all the things, like we can say like as a manager, like she manages everything in the home. No, but husband generally just goes out, earn money and gives it back to the wife, or he generally maintain finance of the house. But woman or a mother or a wife, generally she manages everything in the home. She takes care each and every aspect of the home very nicely. So it is recommended for a woman to be a Krishna consciousness, so that there is all favorable conditions where when she becomes Krishna consciousness, then whole family can become Krishna consciousness. And especially when a woman, if a whole family, in case like whole family is not Krishna conscious, but wife is, or a woman is Krishna consciousness, then there is all the chance where in the home there will be all the time worship of the Lord, and the glories of the Lord is continually happening, because wife can able to cook and she can offer to the Lord and she can give that prasad to everyone, so that the consciousness, the material consciousness can be cleansed. And suppose if husband is there, is a Krishna consciousness, he can just make an order saying that no, you have to follow this, you have to do this, but he can't practically give some example, and he can't do that, because especially men are behind this taking care of finance. So they generally busy in their office work and other things, and they hardly take out time for Krishna conscious. And if woman is Krishna consciousness, so Prabhupada also says like if a woman, because we can see woman nature, like if she is like trained towards only material aspects, then she will take to the material aspect very nicely. She will progress in that very nicely. And if she is trained into Krishna consciousness, she can easily progress very faster in Krishna consciousness, because they have that natural what we call attraction, or that kind of emotions and love towards the Lord. And if we just have to give facilitate her, then she can automatically taken care, like she can naturally progress in Krishna consciousness. And not only that, like she can bring others also into Krishna consciousness by menially serving everyone in the home, and taking care of husband nicely, taking care of elders very nicely, and taking care of children everyone very nicely. Like that, by having that service attitude and parallelly like executing Krishna consciousness, she can win the hearts of everyone. She can win the hearts of everyone, and with that, husband can become a Krishna conscious, and even children can learn from the mother now how to execute or how to practice Krishna consciousness day to day life. So in this way, there is all the good possibilities where a woman, if she is a Krishna conscious, and whole family, there is a chance of becoming a good Krishna consciousness. So most of the times we can see like especially in many devotee families, we can see like women are like initiated. They get initiated very fast, and because they are very much having this kind of inclination towards Krishna consciousness. But husbands like or male, then they have this kind of logical brain or analogical. They keep analyzing what is this, what is that, what is wrong, what is right, and what happens, what doesn't happen, what is there with me, what is there, what is the profit for me. They think so much like they're not able to take up. But women are like some Prabhupada also says like they are little less intelligent, but still they are very much inclined towards the Krishna consciousness, and whenever whoever takes to this Krishna consciousness, like no more they are less intelligent. They are equally intelligent, both the male devotee and female Prabhuji and Matadis. Both are equally intelligent. So it is recommended for everyone to take this Krishna consciousness and practice very nicely, so that they can purify their material consciousness and take up to Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada says good intelligence means becoming Krishna consciousness. So whoever becomes Krishna consciousness, they are having good intelligence, means they are using their intelligence. And whoever not Krishna consciousness, he cannot be called as an intelligent person. Prabhupada says, they are not intelligent. They may be having, doing so many material wonders, but that doesn't consider as they are very good intelligent person, because they are temporary and they keeps changing. Today they may have invented something very big. Tomorrow some other person comes and he will invent something bigger or something wonderful than previous person. That's what the scientists also do. Whatever research the scientists do, another scientist come and defeat that scientist research, saying that this is better than them, and then he will get Nobel Prize. Like that it keeps on changing. And since I also think like once one scientist he gets a Nobel Prize, another scientist defeats his theory, then his Nobel Prize has to be given to him. So his Nobel Prize has to be taken back. But government, they also fools, like they give for him Nobel Prize, for them Nobel Prize, everyone Nobel Prize. So what is the use of giving everyone Nobel Prize? It's useless. So means it says like it says like they are not too intelligent. But intelligent person is the who has taken this Krishna consciousness very seriously, because why it is said as a Krishna consciousness person is intelligent, because he can overcome his the cycle of birth, death, disease, old age, where this scientists and philosophers cannot able to achieve it. So only like devotees are very intelligent, so they can practice Krishna consciousness in this very lifetime very seriously and sincerely, and in this very lifetime they can come out of this birth of cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. And that it is also recommended like devotees are not supposed to stay in this material world, because in this material world there is in every step there is a danger. So it is recommended for devotees to go to Vaikuntha and stay there where there is no anxiety. Vaikuntha, no kuntha, no anxiety and no problems or no dangers there. They can peacefully, focusedly, they can serve the Lord or execute their Krishna consciousness. So it is recommended to all the people, all the devotees to go back to Vaikuntha and leave this material world. And yes, we can see like great acharyas, they come here by the order of Lord, so that they can come and save so many fallen souls like us, like Prabhupada, who came here as a Senapati Bhakta of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he delivers so many people. He delivers. So like this, King Puranjana was searching after a good wife, so that he is frustrated. Generally, people, when nowadays we can't see like people, or a husband going to a wife and asking some suggestion, or a wife going to husband and asking some suggestion, like whether I can do this or right or wrong, what you say, what you feel, whether I can do it, or is it safe for me to do it. They won't consider all these things. No, they generally they consider only when they wanted to enjoy, they come together, and and after that their enjoyment is fulfilled, or their desire is fulfilled, then they are like separated, means they won't talk each other, or they won't have this kind of connection where they can't come each other and discuss which is good, which is bad, which is right, which is wrong. So here we can see like generally Prabhupada also emphasizes on the like ritualistic marriage ceremony. Ritualistic, it's a kind of ceremony where olden days this kind of marriages happens by the decision of from the higher authorities. But nowadays we see people say like love at first sight and divorce at first fight, and they generally see each other and they get attracted and they get married, and then they get divorced after that marriage. Now it happens, but olden days it doesn't happen like this. It doesn't happen like saying that I like him, so let me get married. It doesn't happen like this. No, the independence is not given to the women to choose their husband. Rather, a father or the spiritual master or a higher authorities, elders, they used to select a right match for the bride or a bridegroom. So in that sense, like that is called the marriage according to the religious principle. Nowadays this marriage which is happening, it is not according to religious principles. Religious principle, these kind of marriages we can only see in the devotees society, where they generally approach a spiritual master and try to ask whether which ashram is best for him, and according to the guidance of the spiritual master, they take further step. So in this connection, like here Prabhupada clearly says like dharmapatni, or a woman married according to religious principle, is recommended, and children born out of them are inherit the properties of the father. And you see like in olden days people are naturally following this devotional practice. They have this devotional practice as a center, and whatever they do as per they execute each and every action, so that they can progress further in the devotional practice or devotional service in the bhakti. So they work as a materialistic person, they earn money, but they use in the Krishna service. So like that. Like this, like when this kind of mentality is there, or this kind of nature is there, character is there, then when they go through this ritualistic process or religious process, and the children which are come out, like they will be like a gems. They will be like very very nice cultured children. And from the childhood only they can able to nicely take up this Krishna consciousness. Nowadays we can see like there is no that kind of culture where people are not following nowadays, and there is no this religious principles, marriages like religious principles, and one more is like they only have come together only to fulfill their sensual desires, that's all. So when they have this kind of mentality and they beget a children, and definitely how can we accept a germs, or a good character children? No, obviously they will be having a demonic children who will torture their parents, very nicely every day and night. Now, where the parents will think like, no, this is like, he's a demon who was born out of their womb. So nowadays, these kind of things are we are experiencing. So we can see like, how children are very intelligent, but their intelligence are being kept in another way. Instead of using in practicing in the Krishna consciousness, that intelligence is being used in other sensory activities. Internet, so other things, so many things, where they are being spoiled from the childhood. They are being spoiled from the childhood. And what to talk like, they nicely grow up and taking up nice culture, and like this they get into their religious principles and get married very nicely and beget nice children. It's like very difficult, or it's like out of their expectations. So, and it's recommended like, a wife should be a chaste to a husband, and chastity means like, one who never had any connection with a man before marriage. But in the olden days we can see like, how a woman is being taken care or guarded by father or the elder brother or grandparents or something. They used to all the time protect the women, children in that way. But nowadays we can see like, how they are spoiled by mingling with the so many boys and young boys or men, and while going to the school, while in the college and in the working environment, wherever they go, like, they are being spoiled very nicely. So that is the culture which this nowadays this Kali Yuga is giving for them. And we can't see a woman to be a chaste, like, she lost her chastity before marriage, and what to speak when she get married and having lot of experience of having mingling with the so many men. Then obviously when a husband doesn't satisfy, then she could choose, and so she rejects her husband, and now she will try to go to other men. Even that happens with the men also. When they are not chaste to a wife, then when they are not satisfied with the wife, then definitely they will reject her and they will go to other women. That's what like we have also seen like how Puranjana was not satisfied with his own wife, and he started going to forest for hunting women and as well as animals, and he got frustrated. Now we can see like with this example, people who are running behind this kind of sensory pleasures, they'll get as a result frustration. They won't get anything else. They will be frustrated. That's sure. With these examples we can know. And for this we have an example of Swayambhu Manu, his son, I forgot the name, Priyavrata. So I have just noted it. So Swayambhu Manu and Priyavrata was being guided by Narad Muni, and Narad Muni has suggested him not to be a celibate and be a brahmachari. And when Swayambhu Manu, as a Swayambhu Manu, their only task is to procreate the what we call progeny. Yes. So procreate the progeny and fill this world with the human beings. So when Priyavrata said like my spiritual master said to be a celibate, not to get married or not to enter into the Grahastha ashram, then Swayambhu Manu Priyavrata what we call neglects or rejects the order of his father. Then Swayambhu Manu wanted to consider or wanted to take advice from his father, like who is higher authority, Brahma, and Brahma is a father of Swayambhu Manu and even Narada Muni. And when Swayambhu Manu went and asked, like, now this was the case, now how to solve it, then both Narad Muni and Swayambhu Manu are Brahma, all Mahajans, like there is a conflict between Mahajans, so they are not able to solve it. Then they went to Brahma, went to Vishnu to have some advice on this. Then Lord Vishnu advises Priyavrata to enter into the Grahasthashram, and he also says to Swayambhu Manu to enter into the Vanaprasthashram and to give up this kingdom and everything and enter into the Vanaprasthashram. So here in this we can see this with this example or with this story, we can see like people, they generally get married by the advice of the higher authorities, not by their own like likings or they have some kind of feelings towards others. It's not like that. No, they generally approach. They say like some people also they I used to hear this, like they are not able to control their senses. They say like then I have to enter into the Grahasthashram because I can't stay in the Brahmacharya ashram, they say. But it's not like that, like I can't control my senses, so I have to enter into Grahasthashram. I mean, then there you want to enjoy or what? So it's not Grahasthashram is not for enjoyment, like where you can enjoy nicely with your wife. No. So there also you have to control your senses. Here also you have to control the senses. But the thing is like you have to take a proper guidance from the higher authorities, and as per their guidance we have to select which ashram to enter. No. And so only like we have this kind of varnashrama system where like 25 years of brahmachari training, and after that whether he wanted to go into Grahasthashram or either he wanted to go to remain as a brahmachari, then it's been given, the training is been given. And with the training, like a guru can also know the ability of a student, and as per his nature and ability, like that person or that student is being given a particular ashram, like either he can select to go to the Grahasthashram or remain as a brahmachari. And even we have seen like generally in olden times we have also so many stories. We have like recently we had Ram Navami, we heard like how Lord Ram is being how he got married. We have seen like just by the order of the superior, they went and they have given some task to break a bow, so they broke it, and in a gift they got a Mother Sita. As that is the Lord Ram doesn't know that after breaking a bow he has to go to get married. No, he don't know. When Sita's father Dashrath, not Dashrath, Janak. Sorry, I'm weak in the remembering the names. So Janak Maharaj, he congratulates Lord Ram, saying that now you have won my daughter, please accept her as your wife. Then he didn't reply, and he just saw his guru whether to accept or not. Then his guru said like, no, okay, you can accept Mother Sita as your wife. Then he get married to Mother Sita. So until unless there is because guru has said him just to go and break a bow, not said after breaking a bow you have to get married to Sita. He didn't say it. So like Lord Ram was inquiring from his spiritual master whether should I go and get married or not. He just looked towards waiting for the opinion or the order from the spiritual master. So like that there are so many examples. And why Janak Maharaj has kept this test of breaking a bow, we can see like even a case of Arjuna also, where that kind of shooting a arrow in the eyes of a fish and seeing from the mirror image of it. So because it is not that they wanted to get married, or why they kept this kind of things, because they want to select a suitable person for a woman. So only they generally do it, even though in like A person is very ugly means not having much good appearance, but he is having good character and having good ability, means like having nice knowledgeable person, like they will get a opportunity to win this kind of test and get married. And there is like a test, not that I just attracted to that woman, like not a Ravana mentality, like he wanted to just saw the beauty of the Mother Sita and he wanted to just go and like participate in that what you call Swayamvar, in English what you say that Swayamvar. So then he failed, because it's not that easy task. Only who is qualified, who is capable, they can only do it, right? So in this case also we see like it's very recommended, it's recommended to take the guidance from the spiritual higher authorities and take the follow that instruction. So it's recommended. And we see like when we talk about chastity, we can remember a story of Sati Savitri and Satyavan, I guess, right? Satyavan. So I just made a note of it. Wait. Yeah, Savitri and Satyavan. And like Satyavan has a kind of a curse where as soon as he get married, in the next as soon as he get married, he will die. That is his curse. But Savitri was so chaste, like even she agreed for that. Like it's okay, like I want to get married, but that's okay, like if my husband is not there. Means like she agreed, but no one will agree as a woman who is not chaste to his husband or to a person. She will not agree, like immediately if to become a widow as soon as when they get married. Marriage, then next moment they become widow, right? It's not a no one will agree. But here Savitri was agreeing, and when Yamadharmaraj, when he came to take Satyavan, and Yamadharma was very happy to see Savitri's chastity. He got so impressed, and he asked Savitri to ask 3 boons. He asked, because he was so pleased by the character or chastity of a Savitri. Then Savitri asked 3 boons. One is like she wanted to get back her grandfather's eyes back, and one more is like they lost the kingdom, they want kingdom back, and third one is like she want to become a mother for 100 children. Then like Yamraj will fulfill, saying that okay, all these will be fulfilled. And he takes, while he was taking the husband, then Savitri follows Yamadharmaraj, saying that why you are taking my husband? Then like he has a curse, he has to be die immediately when he is get married. Now I have to take him back to Yamloka. Then Savitri asked, like you are a follower of a dharma, so you should follow dharma. You have given the word, so you have to fulfill it. Then like that, a good wife or a good intelligence may save a husband also. If can save a husband also, right? Here by the chastity of a Savitri, like Satyavan is being saved. Satyavan is saved. So finally Yamadharmaraj has to give life back to the Satyavan, and they were together again. So like this, there are stories. Even we have a story in Srimad Bhagavatam 9th canto, 16th chapter, 19th chapter. So where the story of Maharaj Yayati and Devayani, we see this story where this chapter talks about the liberation of the Yayati, Maharaj Yayati. And before that, we see how this Yayati is so much into this kind of sense gratification, where he married to Devayani, and he was continuously wanted to enjoy with her. Thousands of years he enjoyed. And and he got a curse saying that no, he will be, because he got attracted to one more woman called what? Sharmistha. He got attracted to her, and since Devayani is a daughter of Shukracharya, so she goes and complains to Shukracharya saying that no, her husband is with another woman. Then Shukracharya got angry and he cursed Yayati, saying that he will lose his all capacity and he will become old immediately. Then after curse, like he will become immediately old man, but he begged for the forgiveness from Shukracharya. Then he pleaded for that, and then he gives gives one solution. How can he get back to his young life? Saying that when his 4 sons, out of his 4 sons, anyone can exchange your body. Old body can be given to your son, young son, and you can take that young body of your son, giving this old body to him. Then he has 4 children, and out of 4 children, younger children, who is the last, 4th one, he agrees for that. Means we can see how strong the sense gratificatory thoughts are. He wanted to give his old body to his son, rather he has to engage his son in going through for as a father he has to execute these kind of responsibilities to get children to get married, but rather he wanted to take his young son's body to gratify senses for more thousands of years, and he wanted to give his old body to his son where he can remain as an old person. So but out of love and affection for his father, he agrees, young son agrees, and he gives the body to him. But here Yayati, when he got his young body, young son's body, youth body, then he also started again engaging in sense gratifying activities with Devayani. So after having lot of experience or enjoying for thousands of years in this way, one day he got frustrated. One day he got frustrated, and in this 9th canto, chapter 19, he comes to his wife Devayani and started narrating a she-goat and he-goat story. So here he-goat and she-goat both are his family only. So he's we see how this story is being said by Narad Muni to Prachina Parishad, like that. Yayati comes to Devayani and started narrating this he-goat and she-goat story. So like this it happens, and out of frustration he takes advice from Devayani and goes to Vanaprastha life. So here the advice of a wife is very important when she is a devotee, and especially we see people are behind sense gratification for 2 things. One is for money and one more is for the woman. They generally work very hard for these 2 things, and it is says it's like the one who has got these 2 things also hankers, and the one who doesn't got these 2 things also hankers. There is no way of getting out of this. So people who are into it. So but when they have a right intelligence, because in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in 3rd chapter verse 42, Indriyani parayahur indriyebhya param mana manasastu param buddhir yo buddhi parastu saha. This means the working senses are superior to dull matter, mind is higher than the senses, intelligence is still higher than the mind, and he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence. So here the we see generally our intelligence is being carried out by the mind, but to control the mind we need intelligence. So with our intelligence, because intelligence is higher, and with our intelligence, with that good intelligence only, we can control our mind, and controlling mind is controlling our senses, right? So it is said like intelligence is a driver, like as he drives the vehicle, in that way the vehicle moves. So when we have a right intelligence, when we guide this intelligence in a right way, then our mind also inclined towards it, and it also, the senses also work according to it. If not, then it's very difficult to overcome the mind or to control the mind. So only we say like if the mind which is not controlled, it acts like as an enemy. No, it doesn't listen to us. No, it's very hard to control it. And senses, if mind is not controlled, means also senses also not controlled, and senses are compared as a horse, like a horse which without ropes. They go here and there, they can't be controlled. So when we have a right intelligence, then our mind can be controlled, and intelligence also senses also being controlled. And for this in the purport for this sloka 3.42, Prabhupada says like best thing is to engage our intelligence, mind, senses in the service of the Lord. Now by just engaging in this service, we can control all of this. So like when we practice in this way, then we can have that good intelligence and control of our mind and senses, and we can peacefully engage in devotional activities. So Prabhupada says, with such a good wife or a good intelligence, the family's engagement in the devotional service of the Lord actually makes a home as a grahastha ashram or householder dedicated to the spiritual cultivation. Or else like it's called grahamedi, like where their only aim of the family life is to have a sense gratification. But grahastha is the like where their the ashram is where like they can engage in devotional activities, where Krishna is the center. So with this I would like to pause today's class. So any have questions, doubts, comments, reflections?
Priyavrata Maharaj convincing, I think Brahma himself does it.
This I heard from Maharaj, so I just narrated the same. That's what
Brahma says that the Lord has instructed you, okay, but Lord doesn't come in the picture in the negotiation. Brahma just comes, he tells that
I don't know about story, but I didn't read from Bhagavatam, but I heard from Maharaj. I don't know the name, I forgot the name of Maharaj. So I heard from Maharaj, so I just repeated as it is.
This point of sensory activities leads to frustration is a very nice point to take on.
That was a nice
A
point.
good wife or good intelligence can save a man's life also. Another point, service attitude comes naturally to women.
ठीक है, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय।